Hey guys, Vita here, Blueberry Hill. So this is February 7th, big day for us. This is when the septic tank goes into the hole. If you watched our prior video, you saw the contractor. We got Craig from Distinguished Construction. He kind of helped us organize all this. He's a race buddy of mine, so he actually got us in contact with all the people we needed to get going on this part of the project. Had the contractor dig the big hole in that rocky area you see right there. That was last week, I believe, and then now, or a week before. And now we have the tank show up, and the guy running this thing was awesome. He did a very good job. Huge truck. Apparently that box weighs 22,000 pounds. That's great. So anyway, took him a couple times. We tried once to put the box in, and it hit it right there. You see it hit the tree. He kind of recommended I knock that one branch down, which was fine by me. So I went and actually got the chainsaw. Angie's new little DeWalt electric chainsaw. Works great. So I'll go ahead and get that, and then knock that branch down, and then later on he'll pick it back up. He's got a little remote control set up to run the crane. Pretty cool. A neat little toy. It's pretty awesome to see these kind of heavy things be controlled by kind of a transformer crane. Pretty neat. Anyway, here you see the ladder up there. I just put it against a safe part of the tree. Climbed up, no big deal. Chainsaw in hand and a ladder. What could go wrong? And then I knocked that one branch down. You'll see it pop down here in a second. This is a bit of a time lapse. In a few minutes I'm going to switch over to real time, so you'll see how long it takes and the process involved in dropping that big tank inside the hole. Anyway, switching it to real time. I don't know about you guys, but I love machinery. It's kind of cool to watch it. I'm kind of over talking. I left the noise, the audio alive on this, but it was pretty cool. And then he had me actually push the tank a little bit to get it situated in the hole. It fit really well. Everything went nice. I don't know if you watched our prior videos, but Angie spread a whole bunch of sand down in the hole. I leveled it out actually the morning of this day, just to double check, make sure everything was legit. The weather we had a week ago, right? It was 20 degrees or something. We lost. It was freezing actually, and we lost the tree. It went right. You see it on the side, right where the guy's standing. It fell directly in the hole, so I had to clean that out with the tractor and clean up the bottom of the hole because there was all kinds of junk in there. But anyway, aside from that, everything went pretty smooth. So it's cool watching this machine. I'll just stop talking, and you guys can watch the process.
these two hands into mine. Yeah.
So after stuffing the big box in the hole, he came in, put all the electronics in it, hooked things up inside the area that has the pumps for the sprinklers, etc. My task is to hook up the electricals from the house to that and put a chlorinator. They switched over to liquid chlorinators, which is cool. Makes it a little easier. I have to build that. I'll show you that later. This is February 9th. I'm recording this. I went and got some extra PVC so I could actually build the chlorine holder and then plumb it into that side where the tank where he's sitting right there. Anyway, I'll show you all that, and then I'm also going to dig the hole for the sprinklers, the ditches for the sprinkler lines. So that's coming up in a few seconds here. Anyway, it's coming along. So I didn't show you originally this pile of dirt you see right there where I'm standing. That was actually all filled in. I spent an hour and a half moving all that rock to the right side there, and then I'm trying to dig a ditch. This is such rocky ground, I can't get through all the rock with the tractor, so it is what it is. But anyway, everything went pretty good, and we're moving along. It's almost done with the digging. Here's the last little bit, the little jog leg 90 degree that goes to the tank. Again, rocky ground, so I had to kind of dig up the rocks and move stuff around. I got deep enough here, I think that won't be a problem, but we have enough dirt to cover all the PVC, no problem. We're going to do a little bit of screening and get the big rocks out of the way. Just put some dirt down on top of the PVC, so we won't have any, rocks hitting the PVC to puncture them, etc. But yeah, almost done here. I'm going to start doing the PVC. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's just gluing PVC together. I'll just show you a couple parts of it, and that's about it. So here I'm going to build a chlorine holder. It's basically a PVC tank that holds several gallons of bleach, and it's siphoned into the water tank, the last tank in the septic box before it's sprayed into the spray heads. So this should have, the 20-foot section they said holds around 12 gallons. This is about 14. So whatever that will be. It doesn't have to be that big, but I made it that big. Here I'm going to attach the input pipe to the box, and you can see where the house is kind of an angle. I have to build a little jog leg right there. I do that, no problem. Just measure stuff up, connect it up, everything's good to go. The one thing I didn't plan on is there needs to be 2 sanitary tees for clean out that go to the tank. I talked to Craig about that later, and I got that done. Here you see me start doing the PVC. Pretty easy stuff. It's just, PVC glue. You cut and go, put angles in there, whatever. The funny part is that all the septic stuff needs to be purple for whatever reason. Some weird codes that they had from years ago. So people don't drink water out of a septic system. So, if you want to do that, go feel free. I think that's a dumb idea for it. Anyway, purple is the color, and I'm putting that in. Everything's pretty straightforward. I just move it down. Look, big jog leg. Here's where a little manual labor. I had to try to dig as deep as I could with just a pickaxe and then hit rock. And so the spray head didn't go as deep as I wanted to, but we got enough material, we can cover it up, no problem. So the spray head's going to go down. Now I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. They gave me a couple different connectors with it, and I just had to find the right connections and then get it as deep enough in the ground that made sense. So that's what I was doing there. Here I'm gluing up the second spray head. It's at the end of the run, no big deal. They're roughly, they spray at 32 feet diameter, so just big enough space for that. So after talking to Craig, there needs to be a clean out for code that has to have, it's supposed to be a two-way tee. I went to Home Depot, didn't find any two-way tees, even though they said they had 10. So here I'm doing 2 sanitary tees put together so they could do clean out either direction. It's kind of, it seems funny to me because it's only cleaning out 5 feet right there, and then only a few feet up the incline. I have another clean out further under the house going the other way, but anyway, if that's the code, that's the code, and we're making it so it'll be, you can see the extensions right there. That's so the grade will expose the clean outs if we need them. Here's a quick blurb here. I'm attaching the siphoning things to the water output. I didn't have a 1/2-inch PVC earlier. It was supposed to come with the kit, but I didn't find one in there, so I just had to go buy one. Here I'm actually doing the electrical connection to the control box, and that's just a straightforward Schedule 40 conduit for the electrical. I'm just doing Romex number 10. They require a shutoff near somewhere close to the septic box. That's by code. So I decided to get the connectors to go through the cutoff box you see there, glue them up to the existing PVC, the house, the conduit, and then get this rolling here to connect it to the box itself. Then I had to run the wire. That was kind of fun. It's a simple run, and I had a little bit of trouble, but anyway, we got her done. So I had some extra number 10. The bad part was it was like 2 feet too short, so I had to go buy a 30-foot section and got that working. Anyway, wire up the box, good to go. Made the final connection in the box. That was pretty easy. The one thing I forgot to do is there's 3 circuit breakers, 2 10 amps and 120. I guess with 20s for the pump probably. I forgot to turn those on when I was testing it the next day. I didn't test it this morning. That day I just finished this. But anyway, and here I'm installing these little extensions that you put, dirt around there so that it will expose the access portholes. So I just finished up the septic. Thanks to Craig again for his helping hand and the how-to videos on YouTube. They came in handy, especially with the chlorinator. Not a big deal. There's the chlorinator right there. I made it longer, bigger than probably necessary. That'll hold probably like 10 gallons, maybe less, of bleach. I just did the wiring on here, and that PVC to the 40, that runs all the way down here to the house, and there's a shutoff right there. I'm gonna have to do something about that because ants love those shutoffs, so I'm gonna have to kind of poison that up a little bit. But anyway, I'm not gonna bury anything for now, just for the inspection. The power PVC didn't turn out quite as nice. I'm reusing stuff I had, so then, yeah, just reusing it anyway. save a few bucks on that. But it wasn't too terrible. Some interesting stuff, but there's no instructions for this per se, so I had to bug Craig quite a bit, and he helped me out with how to do the little detail stuff. It's a very simple system. I'm going to go ahead and actually start pouring water through one of the toilets because that's close to the shop and we have a long enough hose to reach it. So I'm going to do that in a few minutes, but I'm just going to walk you through what we did. Here's the purple spray lines, PVC 1 inch. There's the first spray head over there. The ground here, as you can tell, is pretty rocky. It's very difficult to dig here. That line right in the middle there is going to be a bit of a pain. I'll just cover it up with rock and stuff, and it'll fill in just nice. But anyway, it's pretty accessible. I did a pretty good job on this area here, but you can see that, you know, like right there, all this area, this is a whole bedrock area. So I couldn't get that out exactly, even if I wanted to. But anyway, we'll leave it exposed for a little bit, and we're gonna fill the tank. You have to pre-fill it and then actually test the sprinklers. I've seen some people on YouTube, they actually hook water to the sprinklers just to make sure they work. But we have to fill it anyway. It does have to get inspected at some point, and they will test the system, I believe. So I'll have to fill some chlorine in there. We'll make sure that's working. I don't have power on yet. No point. There's no water in it. So once it fills up, we'll know, and then we'll power things up. It's just 3 wires in there, no big deal. So 30 amp number 10 wire, which is kind of interesting because when you open up the box, there's no number 10 in there at all. It's all probably 12. But regardless, the power in is 30 amp 120, and on the septic circuit, just like they require. But anyway, we're good to go. I'm going to start the water, and we'll see what happens. That kind of finishes up my little to-do work in this area. I'm going to have to swap the zone controller, the one that the Honeywell one that didn't work at all. I'm going to wire that in later on this afternoon, or maybe even tomorrow, and then we'll see how that works out. Anyway, more on that later. Thanks for watching. See ya. Yay!
So, apparently it's going to take around 2,000 gallons to fill up. Oh, I have little ducks in there. Eating of it. I got the water hose running in one of the showers.
No leaks, everything's running, no gurgling, no nothing. So apparently this is going to run for a while. This is the test, of course, for the system. We fill it up, and then once the the water area for the sprinklers fills up, there's a float in there that'll force the pump to come on. So we have to wait till there are approximately 2,000 gallons in there. So it's going to be a lot of water. We've got a little bit of waste to wait. I think we're doing 60 gallons a minute, and geez, I don't even know. Whatever our main pump is for at the shop. So we're using, you know, a tiny amount from the rainwater collection, but we've got to do it anyway to prime it. So it is what it is. But this is exciting. I never thought I'd be this excited about a septic, but you know, it's coming all the way from over there to all the way over here. Yippee! We're getting close. Go. I forgot to turn the breakers on when I was testing this just a few minutes ago. I'm going, what's going on? Anyway, you got to put the breakers. It's in. So that's satisfying. The sprinkler system's working. The warning system's working as well. I don't have any real instructions on what the buttons technically do. I mean, they're not that difficult. One's a run, one's a mute, and the other one's a test. So I flipped it until the sprinklers started working. Then they shut off when the water level got down to where it was supposed to be. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.